The Ancient Survival Guide, the narrative, the Didache Explained. Introduction, the Lost Manual. Imagine unboxing a brand new complex strategy game. There's a catch. The instruction manual is completely missing. You have to guess the rules, figure out how to work together, and try not to let the game fall into total chaos. In the late 1800s, a historian browsing through a dusty library in Istanbul, Turkey, made a discovery that felt exactly like finding a long-lost manual. He uncovered a small, forgotten text from the 1st century CE called the Didache. This text wasn't a book of poetry or a collection of symbolic dreams. Instead, it was a literal hands-on survival guide written nearly 2,000 years ago. It was designed for small, brand new communities trying to figure out how to live, share resources, and stick together in a massive hostile empire. Let's look inside this ancient handbook and see how its rules for life still echo today. Chapter 1, The Two Paths. The manual opens with a striking, simple concept that reads like the opening of a classic adventure story. There are two ways in this life, one of life and one of death, and there is a massive difference between the two. The Didache doesn't use complicated philosophy to explain these paths. It makes them incredibly practical. The way of life is all about positive, active choices. It tells the reader to share what they have with people who are struggling, speak gently, and to reject jealousy. It includes a famous golden rule: do not do to anyone else what you wouldn't want done to you. On the flip side, the way of death is described as a dark, slippery slope. It's a path walked by people who are double-tongued, who care only about popularity, and who turn a blind eye to someone in need. The handbook warns that every single day, the small habits you pick up are moving your feet down one of these two roads. Chapter 2, The Community Blueprint. Once the handbook establishes how individuals should behave, it shifts into a fascinating blueprint for how to run a community. In the ancient world, people didn't have massive social safety nets. So the Didache set up strict rules to ensure everyone was looked after fairly. It outlines how the community should gather regularly, break bread together, and express genuine gratitude. But it also includes very specific rules about hospitality and sharing resources. It states that if a traveler passes through your town, you should welcome them, feed them, and give them a place to sleep for a day or two. However, the manual adds a clever, humorous twist of ancient common sense. If a traveler tries to stay for 3 days without working or helping out, they are just taking advantage of you. It taught people to balance immense generosity with sharp, practical wisdom. Chapter 3, Spotting the Fakes. Because these early communities were known for being incredibly generous and giving away free food and shelter, they quickly became targets for ancient scammers, travelers, and fake teachers. Chapter 3 of the Didache acts like an ancient cybersecurity manual, teaching regular people how to spot a fraud. The handbook gives the community a brilliant checklist to test anyone who claims to be a leader. The first test is the food test. If a visiting teacher stands up and claims they have a message from the heavens, but then immediately demand that you cook them a giant expensive dinner, they are a fake. The money test. If a speaker finishes a lesson and immediately asks you for silver or gold for their personal pocket, walk away. The lifestyle test. True leaders are judged by their behavior, not their loud words. If their actions don't match the kind way of life from chapter 1, do not follow them. Through these strict logical tests, the manual empowered regular people to protect their community from being manipulated or tricked by loud, charismatic bullies. Epilogue. Building a strong foundation. The text wraps up with an urgent reminder to stay focused, keep your mind sharp, and be ready for whatever challenges the future brings. It compares life to a watchtower, urging people to keep their lamps burning and their integrity intact. The Didache didn't become famous because it promised magical powers or predicted the end of the world with cosmic fire. It survived because it focused on the quiet, essential building blocks of everyday life. You could think of the Didache as a reminder that the health of any group, whether it's a school classroom, a sports team, or a group of friends, depends entirely on how the individuals treat one another. We still choose between the two paths every day. By choosing honesty over gossip, sharing what we have, protecting our groups from fake drama, and matching our words with real actions, we can build a community that is completely unshakable.